Benito Cereno, penned by American author Herman Melville, made its debut in the monthly periodical Putnam's Monthly in 1855 before finding a permanent home in Melville's collection, The Piazza Tales, the following year. This novella delves into the fictionalized retelling of the 1805 uprising of enslaved individuals aboard a Spanish vessel under the command of Captain Benito Cereno. Drawing inspiration from the memoir of American Captain Amasa Delano, titled A Narrative of Voyages and Travels, Melville weaves a narrative that explores themes of slavery, racial bias, the deceptive nature of appearances, and the complexities of morality. Over time, Benito Cereno has garnered increasing acclaim and is hailed as one of Melville's finest works, its enigmatic nature inviting a spectrum of interpretations ranging from pro-slavery to abolitionist perspectives. Narrated from a third-person standpoint predominantly focused on Captain Delano, the story unfolds in 1799 as American Captain Amasa Delano anchors his vessel, the Bachelor's Delight, near the southern coast of Chile. His attention is drawn to a drifting ship, the San Dominic, which appears to be in distress. Concerned, Delano embarks on a reconnaissance mission, only to find the San Dominic in a state of disrepair, its figurehead shrouded in canvas bearing the cryptic message, "Follow your leader." Upon boarding, Delano encounters a multitude of enslaved black individuals and a sparse crew of Spanish sailors. The desperate pleas for provisions and water reveal the grim toll of sickness that has ravaged the ship's occupants. Delano's encounter with the vessel's captain, Benito Cereno, and his enslaved attendant, Babo, sets the stage for a tale of intrigue and moral ambiguity. Delano dispatches his crew to retrieve supplies from the Bachelor's Delight, perplexed by Cereno's reluctance to discipline the enslaved passengers and his demeanor of rudeness and indifference. Inquiring about the ship's predicament, Cereno attributes their plight to adverse weather around Cape Horn, resulting in desperate measures like jettisoning provisions overboard. A bout of coughing interrupts Cereno's narrative, prompting Delano to question whether the captain is afflicted by physical or mental maladies. Continuing, Cereno recounts the toll of scurvy and fever, exacerbated by a lack of wind leaving the ship adrift. Delano is struck by Babo's unwavering loyalty to Cereno and offers assistance. Learning of the demise of the enslaved passenger's owner, Alexandro Aranda, Delano witnesses troubling incidents aboard, including a black boy injuring a white sailor with a knife, with Cereno's inaction puzzling him. Delano is intrigued by Atufal, an enslaved man in chains who exudes an aura of regality and defiance. Cereno and Babo's secretive conversations unsettle Delano, but he dismisses his suspicions, truthfully disclosing his crew's strength and weaponry. Once his men return with supplies, Delano plans to personally navigate the San Dominic upon a favorable breeze. As Babo reminds Cereno of his grooming routine, Delano observes the enslaved man's skill and elegance with the razor, though Cereno's evident nervousness continues to baffle him. Delano probes further into the ship's troubled history, causing Cereno to tremble, resulting in Babo accidentally cutting him. Exiting the room, Delano is followed by Babo, who complains of Cereno's reprimand for his slight slip-up. During lunch, Delano attempts to engage in a private conversation with Cereno, but the latter insists that Babo be present as well. Delano observes a slight breeze and begins to pilot the San Dominic back to his own ship. As he does this, Cereno remains in his cabin, apathetic and shaken. When Delano's ship comes into view, he asks Cereno to join him on the Bachelor's Delight for coffee. Cereno declines, offending Delano. As Delano boards his whaleboat to return to his ship, Cereno leaps into the boat, followed by Babo. Brandishing a knife, Babo tries to assault Cereno. Delano and his sailors intervene, overpowering Babo before he can harm Cereno. Delano finally grasps the situation on the San Dominic, a revolt of the enslaved passengers. The remaining white sailors on board try to escape the fury of the rebels, and the covering on the ship's figurehead falls away, revealing the skeleton of Alexandro Aranda, the enslaver. Delano's men detain Babo and attack the Spanish ship, defeating the rebellion. The two ships sail to Lima, where the incident is investigated. Cereno, in poor health, finds solace in a religious institution. A legal document presents the testimony of Benito Cereno. It exposes Babo as the mastermind behind the revolt, which led to the casualties among the crew, including Aranda. The rebels were controlling the Spanish sailors all along, and Captain Benito Cereno's peculiar behavior stemmed from his fear of Babo, who had power over his life. Babo remains silent during the trial, refusing to defend himself, and receives a death sentence. His head is cut off and displayed on a stake, and his body is burned. Cereno lives in the monastery for 3 months, eventually succumbing to the trauma of his experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.